Hey, welcome to another live stream. I'm Trina of Trina's Technobabble, but you probably know that by now. If you don't, I don't know why you don't. So joining me today, we have a new Emily called Socket Winch.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll
We
be your
have,
substitute Emily for this week.
yeah, that's right. We have CDI.
Oh no.
Oh no, I know. And we have Mark. And we
Hi.
and we did have a Lily back like that joined and then left. So I don't know. Oh, hang on, I got a message. See what this is. Oh, okay. Lily said 20 minutes till I'll be home. So, and she says to say hi to Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Lily.
So, what do we have in the chat today? It's kind of a quiet day. We have Carthor. We have Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. We have Francois. Excuse me, but who are you? I don't know. I barely, yeah, I don't even know what day this is. So what are we going to do today? We're going to test floppies using, let me bring my camera over. And change my camera.
Are you using a magnet?
Yeah, not quite. Using an IBM computer. Yeah, that's the cam. And Trina's floppy magic. And I got another, my little 17-inch monitor that I got for free. But yeah, this is the IBM Personal Computer 300 something.
Well, it is black, so it's dark side.
What's that say?
It's black, so it must be something dark side.
No, it's beige.
Oh.
Ta-da.
Oh,
There.
Oh yeah, it's beige.
nice.
Lighting
It's
helps.
beige, baby. So there's a floppy drive in it. I don't know if the floppy drive works. I do have back here 2 more floppy drives, just in case. Now I'm going to boot this up, and then we're going to talk about the laptops from the last stream, because it has the original spinning hard drive in it. It's a wee bit slow. I
2
know.
hours later.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I booted it up and did other things, so I didn't really time how long it takes. And take a when you are done
Gut
with these,
bomb.
James, you can send them to me. I'm not archiving them. I'm just literally going to see if they work.
Well, that's why he wants to archive them.
Do you want to archive them, Gut Bum? Sorry.
That's what he said.
To properly. Oh yeah. I can totally do that. Ta-da! There we are. Good old IBM, and this has Windows 2000 on it.
Wow.
As I found out today.
It's a business computer.
Emily, hi.
It's Emily. Hey, Emily.
It is Emily. Hey. And hello, Robert Fixit. Sorry, I should say that a little more excited. Hi, Robert Fixit. Woo! But yeah, we're not going to sit here and watch this thing start up, because it takes a while. So let me go back to my other camera.
I mean, it's running Windows 2000.
On a spinning hard drive. But I think tomorrow, with the help of Mark, I have this adapter doodle, which is, you can't really see it in the bag. I keep it in an anti-static bag just for, because I do. It is, oh yeah, right. I'm pointing it at the wrong camera. It's IDE to SATA. So Mark and I were talking pre-stream. He's going to help me use Clonezilla to clone the drive over to an SSD, a 2.5-inch SSD. So let's talk about the laptops from that client. Ha 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 ha. This is fun. Oh, this has been fun. So after the stream, the next day, I opened them up. And let me show you. I took some photos. So the Acer, that seems to be the most promising, and you'll see why. So the only issue with the Acer, as you can see, is that the heatsink is just a wee bit bent up.
That's not normal.
That is not normal. It also is kind of stuck to the bottom of. I honestly, when I was taking it apart, I thought, oh, there's a ribbon cable stuck here. No, no, this was stuck to the kind of minorly stuck to the bottom. So don't know what happened. I have ordered a new one. The company I ordered it from, I did not realize it's out of stock. So they got to get it in stock because I can't find any locally. Actually, I have a gentleman who buys all my parts laptops, and he comes picks them up locally. So he's here in Toronto, and I actually messaged him yesterday. I'm like, you don't happen to have a heat sink for this? Here's a picture of it, and he's like, no. I'm like, darn. So that's that one. But that seems to be the most promising because it just worked. I did buy a new stick of memory. We were going to put 8 gigs of memory in it, so we can max it at 12 gigs. So I did pick that up because that was local. And then we're going to put a new heatsink in it. That's the easy one. Okay, so let's remove that from Studio. So let's do another image file. Bear with me one sec. I'll bring this up. So I opened up the Lenovo because I'm like, why is Lenovo only seeing 4 gigs of memory? And the memory was sticking up when I opened up the bottom. And I couldn't quite figure out why. Let's see if people can figure out why it was sticking up from the bottom.
The winner gets a notional Mars bar.
Is right-handed only.
Yes, it is.
It's not a switch hitter. Nope.
So yeah, it's completely missing one of the brackets. And it also had a 4 gig stick in it. So.
And here I was imagining someone slamming it into their machine like an SNES.
Yeah, right?
Well, you can fix that with some glue, like really good glue.
Oh, no.
Gorilla Glue.
We have not finished talking about this laptop.
Oh, good.
This is my bane of my existence. So I went online to eBay, and I'm like, let's go look up, see if there's a laptop for sale, either a parts one, working one, motherboard, something. There is nothing.
What?
Nothing. I got 0 results for your search.
Because it's not a laptop. It's a yellow pad.
It's an idea pad.
No, it's a yellow pad. Bottom left. Trademark's right there.
Bottom left.
Next to the two.
Oh yeah, it says it on the board.
Yeah, it's a yellow pad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's referring to something on the board.
You're bringing facts into this. You can't do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it took me a long time to realize as well, Arthur. So, okay, we're in the same boat. So I emailed the client details of what's wrong, and I said this one's just a parts laptop because I could tape it down, but professionalism just won't let me do that.
Busted.
So-
Given how many times you said they've been dropped, that would have lasted at least a day
Yeah,
before it went.
exactly. And then
when it
we're
fell
back
over,
at the same
fell off
problem.
the table or something. Yeah.
So I just said this is going to be a parts one. It also has an issue where it won't charge the battery, so we got to put a battery in it. So she said, okay, can we get the date off? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. So yesterday she brought me external hard drive. I was up late the night before, and then the cat woke me up at stupid early hours. So I did nothing yesterday. And then this morning, I'm like, let's get the data off it. All 3 USB ports are effed. They would not recognize the drive at all. And then I tried 2 different cables because she didn't bring a cable for the drive. She's lost maybe the cable. I don't know. But I had the cables here, so I'm like, fine, I'll try a second cable. Same issue. It just would not see the drive. The light wouldn't even come on. So I grabbed a flash drive and I connected it to the one and only port that it did anything in. And all it would do is connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect. The other 2 ports, nothing at all. So it truly is a parts laptop at this point. So
Wow.
fine and dandy, I take it out, I connect it to my external drive, my external adapter, boot up my Windows machine. Let me show you my external adapter here. I'll stop sharing this. Please hold. So let me make myself big because I can. So I connected it to this, which has been working fine. Ta-da. And all it would do is connect, disconnect on my Windows 10 machine or my Windows 11 box. I'm like, so I tried another drive, same problem. Dug out another connector, it doesn't, or external thing, it doesn't work because it doesn't fit. And I'm in the meantime, I keep messaging off Mark going, shoot me. But I did
Kill me now!
I did have, this for sale because I don't know where I got it from. And I thought, hey, I can make some money, but nobody's buying it. It is no longer for sale because it worked. I put the drive on it, put it in the computer, connected the SATA drive or the SATA cable on the back end of it, and Bob's your uncle. And I was able to get her data off. So, yeah, I'm ready to take the Lenovo and just chuck it in the garbage at this point.
Take it out back, as they say in America.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Take it out behind the shed and shoot it.
On it.
So yeah, so that's the fun. USB ports don't work. It's missing the left clip in that photo. Yeah, it's
busted.
It's garbage. So guess what? While I talked, oh yeah, right. I need to change my cameras. Settings. The computer booted up. That's how long it takes to boot.
Windows 2000 decided to join the chat.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Ta-da! There we are. We're at a desktop, and the hard drive has stopped spinning. So, let's find out if these floppies work. So, I was going to show off what floppies I was going to show. Please hold. So, while I was working at my last job, a lot of people were cleaning out offices, and for some reason, the people who I was working with, mostly doctors and nurses, don't like to throw anything out, including, you're going to get a shot of my lap. Maybe not. Floppy drive, floppy disks.
Oh my.
And I was told I could take any floppy disk that didn't have patient information on it. This is what I gained. So let's find out what they are, because I literally don't know anything about them. Oh, we got a Windows NT setup.
That's...
Now, I don't even know if this floppy drive works, so we're going to try it. Pop it in. My computer. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Let's go to the A drive. Oh, sorry, I can't see. Let's go to the A drive. See what happens. Look at that.
Oh.
We have, sorry, hang on. Let me bring this up a little more. We have files.
Hmm.
Cool. I'm not going to install Windows NT, so damn, it sees it. Now, do I need to safely eject the A drive?
Nah. Just wait till it stops.
No, just stick it out.
Yeah, I know.
The safe eject button is the one on the front.
Yeah, I know. I ruined. So when I went back to school, they said you need a flash drive, and I went, cool. So I got a flash drive, and then I didn't realize you should probably safely eject them, and I burnt out my first flash drive because I was used to floppies.
Oh.
All right, so I'm putting in one that all it says on it. Hold on, I can pop it out for a sec. You can see that. No, you can't. Maybe. It says boot.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. I don't know what the boot is or anything else. And I don't really want to reboot this computer because it takes forever.
We don't know if it's the theatrical or if it's the director's cut.
Oh, I'm going to say maybe a DOS boot. Because we have a folder called DOS.
That does look like a DOS
Yeah,
disk.
but that looks like a double space. That's just more than a standard Windows installer looks like. I mean, a DOS installer. Group net message. That's a most likely a network boot disk probably for Ghost or something, because you've got Netflix. It's got a bunch of network drivers, NetExe, AutoExec, protocol. Yeah, it's probably for doing a network-based install by Ghost or something like that.
Okay.
Look at open up the AutoExec back.
Sorry, hang tight.
And
go back into it.
AutoExec.
Right.
Don't run it, but
yeah, I know. Right click.
edit.
Where do we have open with?
Edit.
Down.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm so used to open with.
Yeah, connect that. Computer name. Net login. Yeah, this is for doing network boots.
Okay.
Looks like off of not NetWare, but off of the Windows domain.
Cool. All right. See, this is why I invite smart people, because they know stuff. Okay, so those are boot disks. We have another boot disk, by the way. No, sorry. It says eBay. Wish I get that better. eBay number 6.
Is that the sequel to Mambo number 5?
I don't know, but I'm interested to see what the hell it's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is eBay number 6.
And it sure smells.
What the hell? Oh, there's a JPEG.
That I would say is medical device information.
I'm just gonna open up one of the JPEGs and turn the camera away. Hi, folks. You can look at my computers behind me. No. That's definitely not medical.
Well, you might get tetanus, so yes.
Yeah, from all the dirt here, yeah. But yeah, that is definitely not medical. Somebody was shopping for arcade machines.
Arcade cabinets.
Hold on, let me turn my camera so you can actually hear.
Come
on, there you go.
It's a Speedway cabinet.
Photo album from like a Mavica, from like an office party or something.
Yeah, it could be.
That's a real dirty image.
Yeah, I know.
Tisk.
Sorry. I might actually just end up Gut Bomb. If you're still watching, I'm just gonna format this one because sorry, let me get my camera back up. There's really nothing to archive on this. Because I think they're all probably going to be, like this is 3, so I'm just going to open this one up, maybe. Please wait. Yeah, it's just of arcade machines. Really, really dirty arcade machines.
They're just old.
Okay.
Huh. Weird.
Huh?
The main project loves this crap. Oh, okay. So you want me to keep it then? Is what you're saying?
Could be.
Up
Could
on?
be.
Yeah, no. And oh my God, it's almost fully used. If you look over here,
Mm-hmm.
there's 41 kilobytes free.
That's more than anyone will ever need.
Right?
Yeah. How many more photos can you fit into 41 kilobytes?
A lot, really. 1 by 1 pixel, but a lot.
True.
All right, I'm just going to eject it for now. I'll wait till Gutbomb says what to do with this. I wonder what this could possibly be. I know you can't see it. Sorry. Ah. Let me turn this. There we go.
What that is a
I bet ya.
Macintosh boot floppy for.
Macintosh, is that what MS stands for? Yeah.
Multiple sclerosis DOS.
It did come from a hospital.
Wow. It's also why I invite these people and they make me laugh.
Oh,
Just
Low
don't
bar.
wipe it without keeping the stuff on there. Okay. And if you're not going to take care of it. Okay. All right. Okay. Nope. That's Gutbomb. That is totally fine. I will just send you the floppy. I'm going to keep, we might actually reboot because I would like to see it because I lost my floppy disk for an MS-DOS boot. And if this works, I might just end up keeping this one. Why aren't you doing anything? Lights on. It's really slow.
I can hear it making floppy noises.
That's not me. It's really quiet. Wow. Okay, no.
It's dead, Jim.
She might be dead. Yeah. I used it a while back, actually. But it could have died in between. It's like, yeah. It ain't liking it.
Guess I found what was keeping that drawer from opening all the way.
Oops.
Oh well.
Memory?
No, a resistor lead bender.
Oh, okay.
Must have got caught way back in the corner.
It's now of a slightly different shape.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for Windows to error it out because it's still thinking. The light's still on.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah.
The story of Windows.
Okay. I'll send that to you as well, Gutbomb, because yeah, I did have this booting. All right. Should we do this one next? It says, I'm going to move the camera over here because you can read it better.
Microsoft
Network.
Windows.
No. Network
Oh.
boot disk.
I was working my way from the top to the bottom.
just ignore the top. Trying to get this thing
It
to.
says Trina's camera won't focus.
Yeah, I know. It says network boot disk. That's it. Okay. So we're going to find out, is it actually Windows 3.1? Or has it been formatted to something else? Okay, and does it read? Oh, that sounds positive.
This is another one of those.
Yeah, it's a NetWare boot disk.
Yeah. Cool. right, I'm just gonna back out.
Ah!
Yeah, oh yeah, no, Gutbomb, I'm gonna send you everything. The only thing I may not send is if I have another DOS boot disk, I might just that boots. I might just hold on to that just for my own sake. But yeah. Okay, I need to find more of those. So we also have emergency repair.
Emergency!
Emergency! Let's find out what's on this. I would laugh if there's mem test on this.
I don't think it. I don't know. The early version might have fit on a floppy.
Yeah, the early version. Oh,
It was teeny.
there's an autoexec.nt. What is
Yeah,
NT?
Yeah, NT4 recovery disk. So
Okay.
it has a copy. I should have a copy of the Windows registry. Let's see. I got Sam. Yeah.
Cool.
Isn't the SAM file the password file?
Yeah, I remember back in the day when having to manage NT4 machines, it was like you wanted every time you ran a Windows update, you want to create a new recovery disk. So in case it blue screens because of something corrupted the registry or something like that, then you can put that back in and at least get back to running state versus losing your entire night and weekend.
Yeah.
Because Bob in accounting really wants his spreadsheet.
He really needs that annual tax calculation spreadsheet first thing on Monday morning.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Thanks,
hello to Big Bad Biologist, and hello, Maria. It is Windows 3. Windows 3.1. Wow, Windows 2000. I apparently can't hold a floppy disk and talk at the same time.
I mean, it's a tough ask. To be honest.
It is. I mean, considering that this morning started out by me putting my pot of water on the stove for coffee. And then walking away and starting to work on the Lenovo, like find the bottom for it, find the power supply. And then I turned and I looked and I'm like, I don't hear the pot making any noise. Oh, that's because the burner's still off. So yeah, there was that.
If I was in the same room as you at this point, I would pat you on the head gently.
Is that I like Maria. Is that a 3D printed save icon? Yes. And I have a whole bin of them. Hey, Lily.
Hello.
Lily.
All right, so let's see what's on the compact.
I'm back from going onto the beach once more.
Nice.
Good-o.
There we go.
I'm genuinely, every time I get home in the dark, I'm genuinely proud of myself when I get home without any incidences.
I just launched a spring for a floppy. Jesse, you're not supposed to do that. Jesse said, I just launched a spring for our floppy drive across the room. You're not supposed to do that. I'm seeing if I can open up this README doc. So please hold.
Jesse was just testing to see if the spring still had some spring in it. Evidently, the answer was yes.
Oh my God. So I was just kind of flipping through my discs. Here's a Commodore Amiga disc.
Oh.
A2000 HD and A2500 reinstall disc.
That's a relic.
Oh, look at this. It has Open Office on this computer. I don't know what's on this computer.
I was wondering why the icon for the document was different. In the tooltip, it says Microsoft Word document, but at the same time, it used the icon for OpenOffice. So
there we go. Software diskette number 2. And there's all your program files, blah, 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 blah. I love like old computer file names. Like What does pick17.exe do? Who knows? You don't
that
need to know
sounds
'cause it-
malicious.
It wouldn't have been malicious in 1990, trust me. It would have been some driver for something.
Yeah.
Yes, just the file name.
Oh, the file names, I love them because, like, do they tell you what it does? No.
Unless you already know.
But yeah, if
No,
you
that
know,
was-
you know.
That one is interesting, though.
What, the
Yes.
compact one?
Yeah, that had some other.
Oh, it's a system configuration disk.
Yeah, you want an image of that one.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
yeah,
want
I'm sending this all off to my wonderful friend Gutbomb, who will be imaging the stuff. So, and hey,
Yeah.
Stinkerton.
Somebody somewhere out there will be looking for that floppy disk.
Yeah,
Because they'll have an old compact laptop that they can't set the BIOS settings on without that disk.
Yeah, so that's a good to save.
Trust me, I've been there.
So
how
have you
much
done
are
that?
they, John? How much are these things worth? Because Big Bad Biologist in the chat said you'll be able to retire with that disc. How much is this disc worth?
If it's still got the original contents on it,
Hey,
a reasonable.
Zodium.
The only trouble is you'll not be able to read the contents because you haven't got an Amiga.
Yeah, well,
But you could stick it in and see if somebody's reformatted it for a PC. But if they haven't, then
okay.
could be definitely worth imaging.
Do not format. Do not format.
Don't
No.
click no. It's still an Amiga disk.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I will listen. If I formatted this, Gutbomb would defriend me like in a heartbeat, live.
Dang.
The unfriend noise would have started before you'd clicked on
Yeah,
the
I
yes
know, right?
button. It would be like, no.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's an interesting disc. Yep.
This is one of those. I made this floppy for one thing one day and
Yeah,
didn't
and
bother
never
labeling it
labeled.
because I never thought I'd need it again. Floppy disks.
I have done that with so many CDs. Yeah.
Well, the last couple of weeks I've been burning CDs and DVDs to try and do restore stuff on laptops, and it's like I have so many CDs everywhere that've got no labels on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like this
Oh.
one.
It's got a.
It's NT.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Hey, there's pinball. Can we play pinball? Is it a bootable disc or is it like a?
No, it
No,
looks
look.
like it's part of an install set or something, or it's part of a driver set.
Okay.
It might be for a compact actually, because it's got or something
No,
like
it's
that.
it has a Tappy, NCR,
Let me.
SCSI. That's an
Oh
install
yeah,
disc.
yeah.
of some form.
It's a driver disc, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gutbomb said it's one of the install discs. So cool. Hello 911. I like to report a crime. Are we talking, Jesse? Are we talking about what Stinkerton's saying? All right, this one should be interesting. Because yeah, it says something fun.
Funhouse
Funhouse ROMs.
Uh-huh.
I'd be I'd be careful with that.
All right. Well, I mean, so far.
I mean, if it's downloaded ROMs, then fuck knows what else is on
Well, I'm
there.
just gonna see what's on the. I'm not touching anything. Oh. There's a sound zip.
Read
Funhouse.
me.
Let's read me.
It's a file.
readme.txt.exe.
Oh, yes. That's a saber.
Yep.
So it's for Funhouse Pinball by Williams.
More
That's
arcade
interesting.
cabinet
It's like
thingy.
an arcade
Yeah.
player on another
Cool.
disc. Huh.
Trina, did some of those discs come from that? Some of them may have. Gupum, I don't remember. Because yeah, a lot of these came from where I used to work, but some of them may have. I think that's where like that pinball it definitely came from. I also have disc number 2. One,
Bathroom's over there.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'll stop now.
Oops. I did not want to come out clean.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking as well, Gut Bomb. But again, I think I just want them all together. Anyone? There's Scuzzy port.
Here, click one. Don't open it though. 99. So.
Oh, I see.
Windows
You're looking
2000?
for the date modified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not NT.
Well,
It's got USB drivers.
it's got that underscore, so it's probably Windows 2000 and upwards.
Yeah, because it's got, you see the OHCI, that's USB stuff, which
It's also got 3094, which is yeah, it's 3094. That's FireWire.
Yeah.
So it's got to be 98 or later.
It's not bootable though.
no.
It's an install disk, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, install this number 2.
Somebody's texting me. Hang tight. Please hold while I take a look at who's texting me. Oh,
That's
hang on.
probably my Discord messages that are just now arriving on your phone.
I have somebody coming to pick up the iBook that I showed off on one of my streams, and they said it'll be here. Good. Just text me when you are here. Yeah. So for a while, it's going to be the patients running the sale.
Incoherent entertainment that ensues.
All right, did I take that disc out? No. All right, so that's number 2. And now speaking of number 2, we also have compact system config disk 2 from
I thought you were going to say you needed to take a break to go to the toilet.
No.
You said, speaking of number 2.
Number 2, yes. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha
ha
ha.
We have a compact system config disk 2 from November 25th, 97. Let's go
probably
back.
Another one of those exceedingly sought after laptop floppy config disks.
Oh, okay.
What's in the folder?
I don't know yet. Oh, all kinds of
Stuff. Compact bits.
Yeah.
Yep. That's another one of those super important disks that somebody will be looking for somewhere.
Oh yeah, I gotta go back one more.
So I'm trying to boot a supergroup on my tablet PC, and I think it's having a seizure.
All right, so I'm not gonna open
all over again.
I'm not gonna open this because it's still sealed, but there's Crystal Reports 3.0.
Wow.
All 5 discs sealed. Yeah, these were some of the discs that I took from work and other things. So
nice.
We also have.
Can someone explain what that significance is?
Credit card Ethernet drivers.
Oh,
Lily,
they're for PCMCIA 10100 drivers.
Lily, are you asking about Crystal Reports or this?
The one before.
Crystal Reports. Basically it sounds like it generates reports based off of like SQL, MS SQL databases. So the report designer.
At that era, it would be more likely Fox Pro or something like that because it pretty much predates MSQL.
It might be Access.
What? 3.0. When did that one come out?
would be Access, possibly. But like mid-90s, Microsoft's big database thing was Fox Pro.
All right.
Which corrupted itself every time you looked at it.
My arm's getting sore holding those floppies. It's just at a weird angle. It's not that they're heavy. All right, let's take a look at the Ethernet drivers for my credit card machine. That's it.
Yeah,
Just the driver.
They're drivers for a PCMCIA card. They quite often got called credit card network cards back in the 90s.
Okay.
And early 2000s.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Some companies refer to them as credit card interfaces.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we have in here. We have. Sorry, I'm kind of cherry picking them as we go. Amanda's database from Ottawa. And I just got a text, so I think the guy's here. So I'm going to open this up. Yeah, it's an Excel file. I am not opening that file up.
You are now duty sworn to eat that floppy disk.
Yeah, right. That one I'm going to format. I'm trying to use the mouse to like make everybody the same size. Okay, so talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Oh, it's
give us performance anxiety. Why don't you?
Hey, no problem.
Sudden stage fright.
I'll be right back.
It's a shame Trina can't make me big because I want to show you the thing. The thing.
I think your ego is already large enough.
Now,
So
I at least got lots of threaded inserts rescued.
Oh. That's cool.
So I tried to install reactors to my tablet PC, and firstly, it doesn't even boot from USB. So I basically did a first stage install onto a virtual hard drive and then copied that over to the USB flash drive, then copied that over while booted into Windows XP onto a different tab partition, and I can't get the bootloader to be detected, even though the freeloader sys file is on there, and I've tried chain loading it with NT alpha loader, and it doesn't work, and yeah.
It's having a time by the sound of it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And SuperGrub isn't even detecting it. It has specifically got a section for React.js. Doesn't detect it. Even though the partition is there alongside the bootloader now. Oh, just.
It's like, nope. It's giving you the big nope. So, if anybody in here, and most of the people in here are probably regulars, have been watching any of the streams I've been on, you know I've got a bit of a thing about. Somebody's phone just went off. I suspect.
It was mine. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. It's either that or dietary problems. I found this.
Oh, that's constant.
I found this on Amazon on eBay, in the box, complete, with all its very few manuals, the other day, and it is immaculate. It's so clean, it's ridiculous. This is, just to put it into perspective, this is a Sony Vaio from 2008. So it's, what, 15 years old, I think? And it is so clean, I couldn't believe it. Look at it. All the stickers are still on it, the screen's still unscratched, the keyboard and the mouse, the trackpad. Like, got virtually no wear on them at all. Lick it.
Here's the big price question. What do you do with that?
In immediately speaking, I am installing Windows 7 on it. On an SSD because it came with no hard drive.
In a practical sense.
In a practical sense, preserving it for future posterity, aka hoarding it.
It belongs in a museum.
Have you seen my room?
That's not a museum, that's a scrap heap.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Hi,
Sorry.
back. I'm Dad.
Cold air hit me and made me go pee. So
So I was only a number 1, not a number 2.
yes.
Fair.
So all right, let me put my phone away. That's done. But yeah, I'm gonna format. I keep trying to use the mouse that's connected to my to the IBM to control things. I'm gonna end up formatting this just because I don't know what's on it, and
We don't know what's in Amanda's database, and we don't really want to know.
it's actually Armanda or
Armando.
oh, and hello Matthew, and hi folks. A Vio. What were you showing off one of your Vios, Mark?
Woo! It's my shiny I got this morning. It's Trina, as somebody who repairs a lot of laptops, you would appreciate how clean this is.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's immaculate.
All right, we're gonna do a quick format because I don't want to be here all day. Warning. Sure. There we
All
go.
data on this drive
Oh,
will be...
the disk is write protected. Okay, close that out.
All data on this disk will be, yes, just format it. Get on with it.
Trina, that bomb is admonishing you.
Don't format that disk. But I don't know. Look at the contents later. Okay. All right. I will put it off to the side then. Nothing. Okay. Don't put it on top of the magnetic screwdrivers though.
Might not be a good idea.
I'll put it back in here. I'll put it there. Okay. So that's stuff to look at later.
I should change cameras, seeing as I've got 2 cameras.
We have Adaptec Easy Scuzzy Lite version 4.01.
Oh, damn! I know what that's for. That's for a
Adaptec drive?
parallel. It's for a parallel port SCSI adapter.
Isn't this better than mem testing? Watching check disk?
Yes, I've got. I might do a mem test later. So.
What on the IBM?
Yeah, because I've not actually tested this thing.
See if the IBM personal computer.
Yeah.
No, the light. That one is that's a standard little PC card one.
Yeah, that's what Gutbomb said as well.
Yeah, it's
right.
That doesn't have ROMs in it.
All right, Gutbomb. I won't make assumptions because I know what assuming does.
It makes an ass out of you and me. Sorry. I need an SSD.
So
this is great. You can all see what
I'm going to try to run this setup just for shits and giggles.
I was confused by the brand, the Easy SCSI thing, because they did a whole range of them, which were all different things. My dad had an Easy SCSI parallel port SCSI adapter for a scanner at one point.
And by the way, while we're waiting for this to initialize the setup, for those who are not subscribed to Gutbomb's channel, he does amazing work. He just dropped a video yesterday on the e-machines. He also just hit 1,000 subs, so congrats, Gutbomb! Woohoo!
I helped because I subscribed this afternoon.
I did as well.
Gutbomb calls me a dork. Calls everyone a dork.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm going to cancel this. I don't need to.
You don't need to install that on her.
I don't need to
On a
install it, but
desktop
yeah, it
computer.
does.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so she does work. Sweet. All right. So yes, I've gone from testing memory to testing floppies. Oh, and by the way, I also have 5 1/4 floppies that I'll be
Heck.
testing on another stream.
Heck. More floppies. Oh, what am I doing? Help.
All right, so I have all 5 discs of this. I think it's all 5 discs. It doesn't say discs 1 of X, but it's Maximizer 3.0
Oh,
IS.
That's got to be some kind of disk compression or memory saver or something.
Any ideas, CDI?
No, I've never heard of that one. Max.
If it's a
CRM
software
software.
clone in the end.
It's a CRM.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
All 4 discs are there. Let's take a look at this disc. It's another one of these. Oh,
That
That's
one has
probably
nuclear
an-
code secrets.
Yeah.
Write that on the label before you send it through the post. So
CIA confidential documents. Property of the Canadian government.
it just says that it's not formatted. I'm gonna say no
I'll leave it alone.
and leave it
Check
alone.
on an Amiga or an Apple or whatever.
Something that wasn't Windows.
Could be, or it could just be actually. All right, so now we got the compact array configuration utility.
Oh wow,
For,
that's for a smart array controller.
it
For a
is.
Compact Pro Lion, by the looks of it.
That's 1 of 2.
Oh,
I don't know if I have 2 of 2. Well, we're gonna see if 1 of 2 does anything. That's right. Yes, the yeah. Well,
that's actually a bootable floppy disk. So that must be a disk that you boot on the machine to configure the smart array controller through the software.
gotcha.
That's very compact. They love doing shit like that.
All right, I'm gonna back. I don't know what the hell's going on. It keeps ticking, and it seems to have done nothing.
Defuse the bomb, Trina! Cut the red wire! At least that's what I assume the ticking is.
What's that? Sorry.
She said
I
something
just
about.
said it was ticking, and I said defuse the bomb, Trina! Cut the red wire!
All right, let's put that up there. Anybody have an iOmega zip drive? The Jazz zip drive?
I've heard that name before.
Omega
Actually.
Jazz Drive.
Yeah, updated drivers.
Cool.
Fresh from 1994.
No, if that's a jazz disc, it'll be a lot later than that. It's like turn of the millennium kind of era.
Was it that late?
Well, I needed a year.
Maybe
to
late
make the
90s, I
road.
don't know.
Oh, there we go. So we got iOware 9X driver and 7800 W9X.exe.
That might be a SCSI driver? Maybe, don't know. The iOware bit's the driver for the jazz drive, I think. I don't know.
I'm just watching the chat go by. All right, take this one
You know
out.
what's annoying when you put the Streamlabs into full screen, you don't get chat anymore, even though it shows the button to hide and show chat. Make it make sense.
So we got a Zircom 28.8
Modem.
modem thing.
Yeah, that's PCMCIA.
Okay.
Little red and grey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were quite nice because a lot of them have built-in Ethernet as well.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Let's take a look at this one.
Which copy of Windows 7 shall I grab out of my grab bag of copies of Windows 7?
I love those boxes for some reason. Generally, the entire design thing since Vista, it's just, oh.
The Windows Vista boxes were sexier than the Windows 7 ones, though, because they were like clear plastic. They were really swanky.
So this is the other
These are
section
just frosted.
on it. Mouse. Cool.
Oh no, what's that further down?
Oh, sorry. Let
Sorry.
me reopen it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna full screen this whole bad boy.
Now we
The
can't read the
ITG
bottom of
network
it.
boot disk. Yeah, Zircom to scroll down some more, please.
Scroll down more. Yeah.
Yeah. Network cap. Yep. LM host. Yeah, it's going to log into a Windows domain.
Cool.
And with that, Trina, I need to run. I've actually got work meeting in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you can't because you've been helpful.
That's my job, is to disappoint.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
It is my lot in life.
But thank you so much for joining CDI and have fun in your meeting.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
Bye.
Don't do anything I
Bye-bye.
wouldn't do.
I mean, volunteer? No.
But if you can watch, because I'm going to have some surprises coming up. So.
Yeah, if this is shorty, I might just jump back in.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Oh, the tiniest screw on this bench. This is an M3 next to it.
Ooh.
I don't know. Is that? I guess just a. Anyway, we have a blank one.
Just firing blanks.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I have a
power
feeling.
plug's
Yep.
corner.
There we go.
Can we make a wager which one of them is going to contain some prehistoric virus? What was a period accurate one? I love you or something? You can remember
Blaster.
something.
Blaster worm or something like that.
We now have
3COM
s-
EtherDisk.
yeah,
Ah, it's probably the
disc one of
driver.
two.
It's probably the drivers for a 3C509.
Well, we're gonna
3C905. 905.
What do they go for? I still have one. What do what go for? Sorry, CDI. Blank discs.
Yep. Pretty standard Windows driver
Yeah.
disk.
Gobbledygook.
It's for a 3C589. I can see it in the info, which means that might be for a PCMCIA card.
Oh, and look at this.
Another blank disk.
Another blank disc. Is it going to be formatted? We don't know.
Roll the drums.
Nope. I can tell. It's just, it does like 2 clicks and then it just stops.
Yeah, that's it. Looking for the first sector of the disk and going,
Yeah,
nah,
no.
sorry.
So these might actually just be blanks. I'm kind of putting some discs away because I'm going to show those off at the end. Because they're kind of more interesting. All right, we also have, another compact system config disk.
That's disk 4.
I have disk 4, yeah.
That whole lot of handwritten compact system configuration disks might actually be all the configuration disks for an old ProLiant server or something that have all been
Yeah, I'm going to try to find
ditched
what I
in a
did.
corner
Uh-oh.
somewhere.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Doesn't like that one. I'm going to try to see, though, if I can find what I did with the other one. So please hold on while I dig through the floppies. Nope. Nope. Guess not there. That's a credit card thing. There we go. I just found the, I know you can't see that, but it's just number 2. Just take my word.
I almost saw that.
Let's see.
Well,
Let me-
I've got
let me
my
turn
first
this-
piece of bad news about this fantastic laptop.
Oh,
Blu-ray drive's dead.
oh. All right, so that's
Never even had a Blu-ray drive in this entire life.
Well, I've had one now, and it doesn't. I've actually got 2 because I think my Mac Pro's got one in it.
and we have an official Adaptec driver disk that doesn't want to focus.
Ugh.
Ta-da.
I'm
Floppy.
too knackered to be a major contributor today, but at least I'm part of the furniture and killing it.
So this all looks good. There's no setup. Okay. Oh yeah, there's tech setup. .oem. Okay. All right, so that's
Hey, Trina.
hey nerds,
Dorks.
dorks, nerds, whatever. I'm close. Anybody want to guess what PQDI is?
Nope.
The only thing that comes to mind is very much not monetizable and very unladylike.
Hey, Sad Mac. Well, there's a README. It's a PowerQuest Drive Image Pro.
Oh, you can use that to image the other discs yourself.
Sad Mac, what if it's both? It could be a not safe for work driver.
Oh, there we go. Snickerton said PQ Drive Image.
PowerQuest drive image,
Yeah.
no less.
I have something special to show you, by the way, at the end of this gut bomb.
Something you can show on stream or something for private.
Yes.
You said special.
So I love this disc. Ignore whatever it
What?
says underneath it. Microsoft-
System Pro Vive
Yeah.
Well,
upgrade
right.
97.
That's going to be a valuable, not valuable as far as money, but valuable as far as archival purposes disc.
Mm-hmm.
Because Retro Web loves their archived BIOS images.
Well, unfortunately, it won't open.
I'll open it.
And here's another one, by the way.
There we go.
XL 590.
It's
Yeah,
no longer an
BIOS.
easy SCSI.
Yeah, right.
It's difficult SCSI now. It's complicated, Scuzzy.
It's complicated. Let's go see. There you
So
go.
situation normal then.
Hey, there we go.
It's a DOS boot disk, all right, with the ROM pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say
Desk Pro
that's for a
XL.
compact because it's got a ROM pack.
Adds year 2000 runtime support. Wow.
So you're serious? You want to archive all these?
Every single last one of them.
Alrighty. I mean, let's say I find like an MS-DOS 6.22 boot disk.
I mean, that's like the easiest thing that you could just get online too.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. We might actually have a Sound Blaster for Windows 95.
Excellent.
Nice. Application disk.
Yeah.
God, the trackpad buttons on this are so clicky.
Hi, Stian.
Oh, hey,
That's a
Stan,
new
welcome.
complaint.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were chatting last night.
Hope you don't mind that I just invited myself in, Trina.
No, you're totally fine.
All right.
Hey, I sent you the invite link, so you're more than welcome.
I didn't even use the invite link. I just used the StreamYard Trina's Technobabble link.
Nice, nice. Well, I sent you the link anyway in a private chat this morning, so
Oh, thank you.
you're all good. Okay, that one. I have no idea what this says.
Cheyenne inoculation. It's a antivirus thing.
Oh, okay.
It's for Windows 2000.
Yeah, Win2K.
I had Windows 95 Plus, and I think it was like $35. I got it
Antivirus.
at
Okay.
CompUSA.
Stinkerton said and Stinkerton, by the way, are you free to join? I can send you a link on my doodle.
Oh boy.
Mind you, I'm gonna soon have nobody watching. Oh no, I got 12 watching.
This is
Hey, guys.
going to be crap then.
BRB need food, he says.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed to eat. Come back.
All right. Well, Stinkerton, I'm gonna send you. This is hard because I now have floppies in my lap. And like
Phrasing.
So that's not
do you want this one too as well, Gutbum?
Uh-huh. All of them.
Uh-huh. Well, I might want to keep a few for myself, you know.
Well, I'm
Do I
going to
get a-
send them back after I archive
Okay.
them.
All
You
right,
get
fair enough.
you're getting every single one of them back.
Okay, cool. All right, just bear with me one sec, folks. I'm going to send Stinkerton a Linkmadoodle.
If the U.S. Postal Service allows me to send packages to Canada without being labeled a terrorist.
As long as no, I was going to say if their green card's up to date, but you know.
I don't think that matters.
Very fine people on both sides.
All right, let me. Stinkerton, if you can hear me, I am sending you a link to join. So, when you come back from eating, feel free, pop in.
Bless
All right,
you.
let's take a look at the
Gesundheit.
next one. We have another Adaptec. I'm not going to show it off because it looks the same as the last one. And also, it's kind of I got it like my arms got to go back at a weird angle, so I'm kind of getting tired of doing that. Hey, look at that! It worked.
It's another easy scuzzy.
Can't get any easier than that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ooh, I don't like that one. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to take a look at the Microsoft Upgrade Advisor but it also says 98 boot.
I would.
Yeah, so
So
they
looks
probably
like
overwrote the
18
upgrade
boost.
advisor.
Yeah, I
I was
would.
going to say they probably recycled one of the world's most useless floppy disks.
When you install Windows 98, it asks if you want to make a boot floppy, and I'm sure that's what they did. They just stuck in their most useless disk and said, "Sure, why not?"
As did many
Yeah,
of
there we
us.
go. That's a boot disk, is what that is.
Indeed.
Cool. Cool. Oh, I don't know if I let it. Oh, well. But this is the one that I'm kind of curious about.
A boot.
A boot. It's the service diagnostics version.
Server diagnostics.
Server. Sorry, yeah, server.
Yeah, it's more compact stuff
You think so?
Yep.
Mhm.
because the rest of all the server stuff has been compact.
Okay.
And again, they overwrote a useless driver.
You're right.
Spare driver floppy. Yeah.
Hey, look at that. We even have a
It's-
doc file on this. What does I want to run this diag?
That's the diagnostic program.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
DOS program, so it's not going to do anything. It'll tell you that the hardware isn't present.
It'll fail on all counts, owing to the fact this is not. Hey!
There you go.
It's a really pretty Windows-like DOS interface that says, "This is
Yeah.
not a Compact Pro line. Go away.
Enter.
Stop
we go.
running it on an IBM."
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hit
Oh
Alt
God,
Enter.
do I have to?
Press Alt?
What's
You
that?
are the victim of a software copy.
See, here's the
pirate
problem with pressing
thingy.
Alt Enter. I've been stacking all the disks on the keyboard. All right, hang tight. Alt Enter.
PC problems
There we
like
go.
it's
There you go. Now you can
1999.
close it.
But it is. We did confirm it is for compact. And
I
now
think you mean compact.
compact. Yes.
Sorry, that's like a 2-year-old joke now at this point, but whatever. And
Yeah,
the guy
well-
that we used to piss off with that isn't around anymore. So
Well,
whatever.
yeah. Douchebag.
Indeed.
So here is. Oh, okay. It's just best resolution thing. Okay. We got a compact array config.
Yeah, that's more compact server config crap.
If you want, check with RetroTech Chris if he wants any of this the compact discs
Mm-hmm.
because he's big on that stuff.
I know
And
someone
also-
else who's currently watching the stream who's like obsessed with compact, by the way. His name is Jesse.
Oh yeah, well there you go. I was gonna say between Chris and Justin and Jesse, see who wants what.
And Eric has been getting into the compact laptops a bit lately.
Oh,
Eric's age, you mean?
That's the Eric.
That's the Eric. Okay, cool.
this is the Eric I was looking for. I can sympathise with the compact laptops. They're fascinating. Also, somewhat manual torture when working on them, but they're interesting.
Okay, so we have not one, but two
By the way, Mark,
Office Depot.
have you got a PC with at least Windows 10 on it?
Yes.
Because you could actually plug in the whatever disk you're using for the laptop and then just DISM apply that image. And since the Windows 10 version of DISM is so much faster than Vista or so, you're going to basically cut the install time in half and just have to go through the first boot sequence.
That's nearly finished copying.
Oh, okay.
Just saying,
Okay.
I've
Oh, there we
tried it
go.
before.
So it's a screen grab of FreeDOS.
Mm.
Do you really want to archive this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With the
The
cute
correct
mouse.
term would be hoarding, but never mind.
No, if that's the only thing on the disk, I don't care. But
Yeah, that is.
there might be hidden files on the disk.
Okay.
Oh crud.
All right. Let's put the other Office Depot disk in and see what's on number 2.
It's going to be another screen grab of
It
FreeDOS.
really is. It's the same bloody thing. Although I love how it came up QuickTime.
That's because this
Yeah,
IBM is
what I
configured weirdly.
ended up doing.
No, it's more likely because it's a PNG and Windows 2000 doesn't know how to open them.
Yeah, what date
Mark,
what's the date on that file?
2019. 2019.
Who was using a floppy drive in 2019 for practical purposes?
Somebody who was
I-
playing around with FreeDOS.
Yes.
It
Yes.
does make more sense than you'd think.
right. So
Yeah,
here we go.
I bet you can hit print screen and it dumps a screenshot of your screen to the floppy drive. I bet those were unintentional.
Possibly.
I also have CPQ.
Compact
EISA.
config. Yep, that's
Oh,
going to
wow.
be for more compact config crap. That looks like a
EISA
fax
as well.
modem for EISA.
Yeah, it said fax modem on the bottom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Drivers.
That's a lot of compact stuff.
It is.
That's networky stuff.
Back that out. Yeah, on the bottom. Sorry, you can't see. On the bottom, see fax system.
Ah. They might have had a fax send system built into the server?
Yep.
Possibly. Yeah.
Look at this. What
Oh,
do we
look,
think
it's
of
an
this?
screenshot.
No, all the
No,
beige ones have just
they're
been
all
saying,
blank.
yeah.
Oh, then it could be an Amiga disk.
But I'm gonna, yeah. Let's just take a peek, see what it does. Yeah.
I just have an idea
I'm getting ready.
for what to do with my tablet PC for something practical. And it would be kind of boring, actually, putting a Pi-hole server onto it.
So you remember when I showed the 5 disks for this program?
Aha, you were missing one.
No, here's a sealed copy of it.
Oh,
But this is for Windows 3X, 3.x only. The other one's for 985. So,
jazz
different version.
hands.
Fancy.
And then we also have still sealed. I have no idea.
That's form building, like document building stuff for accounting and documenting and forms and
Okay.
shit like that.
Oh, and by the way, here's another copy of it.
Excellent.
Still
For
sealed.
Windows 3X only.
Yeah, but guess what? I have 2 of them. They're both
Mhm.
for,
So that means you've got
Windows
Windows 6X.
yes. All right, and we have one last row to go through, and then we have something special to show off at the end because I've been sorting these disks. Let's see. Here's a easy drive. Kind of hard
Micro
to read.
House.
Cool.
Toshiba. That probably came with a laptop, maybe?
Possibly.
It probably came with a piece of crap.
Well, it wouldn't have been a piece of crap if it was an old Toshiba laptop. They're pretty good, but
Well, it's a piece of crap now.
Oh, we got setup. Micro house, it says.
Ah, that's what it said on the disk.
Yeah.
Open the setup.inf in Notepad.
Like, yeah, edit it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to right click. Open with. Oh,
Yeah.
it did come up with open with. All right, let's try. Give it a sec. Like I said, tomorrow. I'm Lily. How good are you with what was the program we were talking about?
Clonezilla.
Clonezilla. How good are you with Clonezilla?
I've used it once. Never actually tested the backup.
Okay, tomorrow we're going to be cloning this drive with Clonezilla. If Eric Edge is watching, can you say hi? All right, so here you go. It's support for hard drives over 528 megabytes. I like how they have M bytes, but anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 32-bit disk transfers and LBA mode support. That looks like a DOS hard disk interface driver or something. Maybe, I don't know.
So Stian, what we're going to be using Clonezilla for is this lovely computer that I'm using. This lovely. We're going to come down for a sec. This IBM.
Beige
You
brick.
can see. Look, I have floppies. This IBM has the original spinning drive. I have an IDE to 3.5 inch, or sorry, 2.5 inch SATA. So I'm going to put in a SSD, 2.5 inch SSD, and replace the drive because the drive takes. Literally, I did my entire talk about the laptops while this was booting. So yeah.
I will
that's
give
why
you
we're gonna
due
use
warning,
Clonezilla.
depending on what CPU and memory that's got in the SSD may not make a difference.
No, but at least it wouldn't be grinding. Like this thing is
True.
grinding.
It probably just needs defragging, but then in defragging it, you probably kill the hard drives.
Yeah, I know that, and it wouldn't hurt to just upgrade it anyway. Either way, it wouldn't be a bad upgrade. All right, so we have an NT emerge disk. Now, did it come from the emergency department? Who knows? We're gonna find out.
It's got the right color label on for operating theater.
Right?
What do they call them? Gowns.
There's a setup log.
Scrubs. That's scrubs. That's the word I was looking for.
We don't want no scrubs though.
No scrubs.
So device, that's your target device, is the first hard drive.
DOS BMP, nice.
I don't
That
know what
looks
this does.
Windows NT.
Yeah, ntdetect.com. It's right there.
.scr.
It's got all the Windows backgrounds. That's probably NT351 because it's got all the Windows 3.1 backgrounds.
Okay.
Here, look what I'm doing.
Clonezilla ring.
No, that's FreeBSD installing whichever thing.
So anybody want a Toshiba Tecra 9000? Here's the AP setup for it with a smiley face.
And a
I
sun.
like the smiley face.
There's a sun in the top corner as well. It's very happy and shiny.
And you do IT, but you're 4 years old.
So, like most people in IT, then.
Oh.
I mean, some of them have certainly got the emotional intelligence, so.
It really doesn't like this drive, this though.
Oh dear.
All right, I'm going to try it one more time. Yeah, she's not making happy sounds. So we're just gonna pop that out. Um, I think it says count disc or something.
Account from Sesame Street. 1 floppy drive. Ah, 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 ah. 2 floppy drive. Ah, 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 ah. Come on, that
Welcome
was
back, CDI.
brilliant. Admit it. Get credit for that.
I was laughing. I was also trying to add CDI back at the same time. So
Yeah.
let's see what the heck this thing. The drive fail. All right, hang tight. We're gonna try a non-working floppy. Let's try this NT emerge disk again. Maybe drive just died. Nope. Okay, so it's the floppies. How was the meeting, by the way?
Like all.
Mm,
Lot was said, not much to do.
fair enough. All right, that goes with my special discs that I'm going to show off at the end. This, I love this. It's a LAN man boot. And it has a serial number on it.
It's a boot disk for Microsoft LAN Manager.
Ah, okay.
That's what that is. This is
There we
great.
go. There we go. Look at that.
Skip.
What is mem.exe? Oh, please tell me you're a mem test.
No, it's just a memory manager for
Oh.
It's,
MS DOS.
X
think.
copy. Yeah. I got all excited. Come on.
yeah, that's another boot disk.
Mm-hmm.
Zircom, AST, Land Rovers.
This is for everybody.
I'm back.
Hey,
Hi,
welcome
back. I'm Dad.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
keep this one off to the side. Then we're gonna boot from this at the end, just
for-
to see what
for
the heck it does.
entertainment value.
Yeah.
It looks like a standard Windows boot disk
Oh,
with
shit
some
balls. I
network
forgot to go
card
back.
drivers.
And then we have. I don't
Yeah.
know what this is.
Oh, that's similar to the other one you didn't want to open on stream, so set that on side and check out what
Well,
the
I'm
file
gonna
is.
I'm gonna see if it works because we got a couple of duds.
Well, you don't
that's
know
it.
if they're duds.
Well, let me rephrase that. It said please insert disk and drive. Oh, cut pump. Can you add Stinkerton back?
I just did, and then you
Yeah, and then
you
I
kicked
removed
him.
them. Sorry,
How
Stinkerton.
rude.
I can hear you. I'm still here.
Yeah, see, this is I've been getting this on some of them.
Uh,
And that could be a dirty drive head too, instead of the disk being bad.
It could be, yeah. I don't know. So I'm just gonna. I'm not throwing them out or anything. They're all staying here.
How's it going, Stinkerton?
I've been better. Allergies are kicking my butt right now. Everything's in bloom.
Oof.
I'm sorry to
Okay.
hear that. We have these trees that grow in the Boston area that's in the springtime. They're in bloom and they smell like jizz, like for blocks. That's
Oh,
All right, so this disc, I don't know what it is because it's one of those blank beige discs.
Anti-detect,
Well-
anti-kernel. This is probably bootable. This looks like an NT35 or 40 setup floppy.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's what it looks
Okay.
like. Big Bad Biologist probably knows about the jizz trees. I think they're like all around the Northeast.
Just
And by the way,
You know,
Um,
there are ladies around these days.
Ladies can be familiar with jizz. This
and
is
by the way,
Trina's
Yeah,
stream.
tell me about it.
hello, Chess Linux. All right, so we also have quick link.
Why
2
do
for
I
Windows.
always join the kids' table? Seriously.
That was included with the modem.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be just a driver design, would it?
No, it was software that you would run so that you could receive faxes from your phone
Oh,
line
okay.
or
Cool
send
beans.
faxes. Probably Windows
It's an
3.1 based.
installer for them. Yeah.
Maybe
Cool.
95. Maybe.
Let me see if I can see anything on it. I can't read that. Okay, moving on. We have another blank beige one. What do we think? Is it going to say to format it, or is it going to have magical files on it? Because the last one did.
Magical files.
Magical files. You are right.
The video card driver.
Yep.
Is there a? There's
For
not a
Windows
README.
That's an NT System 32 folder. So it's got to be NT4 or higher.
Go back one. VJ.sys, VJ font, VJ port. Click on that video PRT file just once.
It's a
.sys.
.sys.
So this has to be Windows 95, Windows NT4 era.
Yeah.
Yeah, would make sense because it says modified 32494.
Mm.
I could always try to. There in System 32. There's the smss.exe. Why
That's not
Let's
going to
try
do
running.
anything.
Oh, okay. I was hoping maybe that was like a setup file.
No, it would have been copied over during the Windows NT4 driver install for this card.
Gotcha. So it does
It's
have
probably
magical
something
stuff
like
on it.
rotate the display.
All right. Oh, I like this.
Sysinfo.
Sysinfo.
Info. I
That's
bet
it.
the sysinfo's on there.
I would hope so.
I put a link in the chat about the stinky trees.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why people seem to associate it with such a wide range of things.
and hi, Matthew Dropco. Oh, and Stinkerton. SadMac is also of it. So that's not readable. SadMac's also partly. Now look at this. It's a blue disc. Blue dotty doo.
I hope it's an accidental screenshot of a Linux command line.
We're gonna find out. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it dropped off, Matthew. So. Oh, there's nothing.
That's the infamous
Haste.
IBM Blue Disk.
Yeah, right.
They go with one of their IBM Blue books.
Hello, Stephen from the Netherlands.
Yeah. We have work group setup.
Work group setup. That's going to be boring.
That's going to be a Windows 3.1.
Yep. Or NT3.5 too, I think.
Oh,
Could be.
there. Big Bad Biologist said the blue one might have been a 720K floppy.
It
Yep.
should have opened
Yeah,
on
but
Does
you
it
can
have
still read
two
it,
holes in it
1.4.
or one, Trina?
It has one.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you got a virus, Trina. Look back at your computer.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
Fun.
Okay. Radio.
Yeah, I definitely want that one, by the way.
you
No, I'm
can
serious.
That's it.
You
That
can
looks like
definitely
it was
have
a DOS boot disk that was made on an infected computer.
Hey, Vivi, welcome. I want those threatening files. I can get it when I get the thing back.
Those are
Vivi,
always
she's
interesting to
sending
find
me
out
all
what
the
virus it
discs.
is.
She's
We
sending me
also
all the
have
discs, and I am going to archive all of them. I will give you flux level images of that disc if you want.
and
Work
we
group
have David's. Or
David's.
if we do it this way, it's David's work group.
From Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, no worries, mate. She'll be right.
Oh. Okay, let's see if we get a pop up on this one.
That's definitely not a
That's an installer.
MC360 bat.
Sorry, which one are you looking at?
The bat file. MC or 360
Yeah, edit
bat.
that. There's also connect.txt that I'm curious about.
Oh, that's Microsoft. Oh yeah.
Do you want to see more CDI or?
No, it's definitely copyright 92. This is definitely a land manager
Windows
stuff.
3.1 for work groups.
No,
Cool.
it's not Windows work groups. This is old. This is older than that.
Yeah, go to connect.txt.
Sorry, yeah, I was looking for. I couldn't think of what TXT was.
Workgroup connection and Microsoft Mail.
Wow.
If you have an 8088, oof, this is definitely land manager.
Yeah, this predates Windows 3.1.1.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Quarter Deck.
This will be a good one to image. I mean, I'm sure it's already out there, but getting as many images as you can of these things helps because there are variants.
Oh, look, it actually mentions about double disk. So, yeah.
And Maximize, too, was on there. And
92.
you had some Maximize discs earlier.
Yep. Well, I got the Maximizer. This thing.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I'm going to close this one out. You guys didn't want to see anything else on that, by the way? By the way, 1.33 megabytes used. He's pretty full up. Thanks, David, by the way. All right. I got an auto sketch 3 of 3. I don't know where the other two are.
That's neat. It's CAD for 2D CAD.
WinZip 6.3.
WinZip on a floppy.
Wow.
My dad bought WinZip.
Let's take a look at WinZip.
Like a couple years ago. Just like, I think he bought it in like 2021. And I was like, why did you buy WinZip in 2021? He's like, well, I've been using it all these years. I was like, you should be using 7-Zip. And then he went and downloaded it. And he was like, yeah, 7-Zip's way better and it's free.
To install under Win95 or NT 4.0, to install under 3.1 or Windows for work groups. Why does Windows look wrong? Is it just me?
It's just you.
Okay.
Wrong how?
What is Big Bad Bowser saying? The 720K discs are kind of useful because the chemistry is a little different from the one. Okay.
Yeah, you can like kind of trick a 1.44 meg disc to work like a 720 by putting tape over one of the holes, but the material that you actually write to on the discs is different, and so you would really get better results writing on a real 720K disc.
Yep, the tracks are laid out a little different.
And lots of Amiga discs were 720K discs, and it didn't read on here, so that's kind of what I'm hoping it is.
Mm-hmm. That is for Norton Ghost 6 version 6.5. It's a boot floppy so that you can boot the system and run Ghost with either by itself to image a drive to another hard drive or image it to a file, or do Ghost Walker, which was network imaging.
It
But
could
what
be,
I'm
or it could be haunted.
Ooh. What I'm interested in is the date on the bottom, 7/11. So was this like 2011 that this was made?
Probably more like July 11th
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
or November 7th if it came from Canada.
'Cause we're
That
just
is going to
backwards.
have command.com, drive space, and ghost.
Cool. It is busy thinking about something. There we go.
By the
Oh,
way,
yeah, or it could be discs.
Turns
Sorry,
out having a generator running in front of your window with a water pump running for an entire week makes for poor sleep. Who would have thought?
All right, this one's kind of interesting. So it's an Intel PCI IDE driver for all those systems,
Hey, there's
including
drivers for SCO Unix on there.
This is
OS
going to be
2
for one of those
Warp.
Super IO multi,
Mhm.
Super IO cards. So either a VLB or it's a
Or
IDE floppy serial parallel.
it could also just be for the motherboards that have the bus mastering stuff. It could be a motherboard driver disk.
Could be a motherboard driver too.
But it's also in the original plastic. Now, the top was open. I didn't open it. Top was already pre-opened.
Vivi had a good point that maybe that was disk 7 of 11 also.
It's not.
It could be.
It was
They
not.
made 11 copies of it, and that was the 7th copy.
I don't know. You can have Disc Lawson or Disc Family Mart.
There we go. Let's go to README. Oh,
We
sorry.
can't see the
I'm like, wait, Sorry, I forgot to change the camera on.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
PIIX.
Got Bob called
Yeah,
it. That's for a motherboard.
Yeah. That disk image will be welcomed on the retro web.
I was just about to say before I sneezed.
And by the way,
Bless
not
you.
only do I have one of them, I
Sweet.
have two of them. So,
2 of
So there
them.
you go.
and then
Bob. You have
last
one you
but
can
not
image and one you can
least,
roll around naked on top of.
Oh, I'm gonna roll around naked on top of all of them. That's like half the
that's
fun of disk
before you
imaging.
send them back. Oh, okay. Before we get to the, there might be something written on this one.
Ori, is that ORI? It's kind of blurry. here.
I don't know. It's hard to.
Somebody
it's
wrote on
either-
it with a pencil.
Yeah, or a pen. It looks like a pen.
Hey, Manager 2.2.
All right, let's find out what it is.
NetProg.
Yeah, that's Land Manager.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, Landman. Why can't I quit you?
Because it froze up. You have to reboot the machine.
All right, where did I put that other disc?
Fantastic. Show me the way.
Oh, here it is. Okay. And then finally, but this is not the last. We also
Motherboard.
have a.
Yep.
That's okay. Let's see what it does. It's also in the original plastic, but it's open on the bottom. So
Got Bob and I both recognize the PX4 or the P24.
okay, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Intel.
Did that say sus to disk?
It did.
That's
Garth would like
suspicious.
that.
Suspend.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, but Garth would like that.
Well, if he was here, he could see it himself.
Yeah, how rude.
Right?
Wait, I'm sorry. That was Among Us, the beta version.
Yes, for DOS.
Copyright 1993.
But I love under Intel, there's OS2 stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I expect to see a video of this get bumped. All this OS2 warp stuff.
I have done some OS2 stuff in one of my videos. I'll make a more
Yeah, I know.
in-depth one someday.
Well,
I need to get a computer that can run earlier versions of OS2 because the
Fair
one
enough.
that I have doesn't like OS2 Warp 3.
All right, so bear with me one sec. I'm going to show off some floppy disk madoodles. In a sec here. I just want to get them in order. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. So, are we ready for Amiga fun? Oh, hi. I don't know what the hell you're trying to read. Cancel. Because there's no drive in there.
You won't be able to read the Amiga discs.
No, I know.
but-
I realize that. But I have the
Oh,
Workbench 3.1 fonts.
But that's a set of
extras.
Warface 3.1 install discs from Cloanto.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a pretty recent set as well.
Local.
Yep.
There's
Yeah,
the
after I
install.
image those, you can stick
Well-
those up on eBay and fetch some money for it. They sell it retail, I think, for $99, but I could be mistaken.
And then
Trina showed
not
license
only
fee.
do I have that, I also have handwritten Amiga install 3.1, OS
Nice.
3.1. I've been holding, like, every time I found Amiga stuff, I just kind of set it off to the side. There's also local 3.1, locale extra 3.1. So I think these are just copies. And then
Yeah.
the fonts again.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wait, just pull that fonts disc up again.
just hang on, let me find it.
Vivi, I'm copying every floppy.
Wow. Whoever owned that had a 4000T.
Yep.
That's.
Frank has one of those now.
Does he?
Oh.
Yep.
And then there's, oh, so that goes with that other stuff. I assume that's just the install for it.
Zodium.
And then finally, there's,
Amiga extras.
Oh, you gave me some Amiga manuals and the floppies weren't in them. That floppy belonged in one of the Amiga manuals that you gave me.
okay, that's the only one I got. So,
Mhm.
like, of that disc. Okay, so let's do some booting off floppies. I'm going to put the rest of these back in the thingamadoodle.
Have you gone through the whole bin now?
There's two behind me, but I want to put these back in the case, and then
Cool.
we can take a look at the last two.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that will be good to archive there, and then I will send the box back to you.
Yay. Yay. I mean, woo.
Unless you don't want some of it is most of it is like stuff that you'll probably just want to erase the discs and use them. A couple
Yeah,
of the
like-
things you want to sell, like those Amiga ones.
Microsoft
And-
profit.
There were a
But the only
couple,
problem is I
like
only
the
have
crystal
4.
reports might be like you might find someone who'll pay $5 for that. It's not going to be
Yeah.
useful for business, but people, I don't know, might
More
want to pay
collectors.
money
for
for
that
that.
People are
stuff,
dumb.
Yeah.
It's a
People are
collector
dumb.
thing. It's already it's already archived.
I like that. People are dumb. Yes. Yes, they are.
Yes.
Just yes. All right. So let me just. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. What I call the Amanda database, but it's Armada.
Yeah, look at that off stream because
Yeah, I
that
am.
looks like
I'm
it
gonna
could
wait.
be.
I'm gonna wait till
medical
we end the
info.
stream, and then we can all take a look at it together.
Either that or it's a very long list of compact laptops.
What I'm guessing is a company was using a compact Armada machine as like their bookkeeping thing, and they backed up their books. That's what it looked like to me because it was an Excel
That
spreadsheet.
could be. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. What do I have? I have 2 floppy disks left. in
Are
another
they
case.
interesting?
I don't know. I don't remember. So we have. Oh, sorry. There's 3. Pardon me. There's auto sketch.
Oh yeah,
More auto sketch.
perfect.
And
Nice.
Now there's a pretty big.
look at this.
That's that's one of the System 7 install discs, or maybe a System 6. One of them.
And that's
But
what I had. Those are the 3 that are in there. So
that auto sketch most likely requires a dongle to actually use, which is
Don't
which is
know
fun.
if Auto Sketch did. I think one of the discs that Trina held up had a code on the front of it.
Hmm.
I remember my dad using Auto Sketch at one point, and I don't think it had a dongle, but I'm not sure because
Dongle.
Auto Sketch is like the cut down version of AutoCAD.
Yeah,
It's like a light version for.
2D
all right.
drafting.
So let's
Well,
do
I mean,
some
at that
booting.
age, it would have been 2D anyway, because that's
Let's
like
do some
pretty
booting.
ancient.
So I put the 3 of the discs off to the side. I can close out of File Explorer.
At least 2 of those were net boot discs, so it's going to be like, hey, where's the server?
Okay.
But yeah, give them a shot.
Does anyone know what the BIOS key is for an IBM?
You just slam F1, F2, or delete,
Okay, let's restart you.
and F10. You just basically play the top row of keys like it's a piano.
Yeah, I know. I just thought maybe somebody might know off the top of their noggin. Actually, it might say on the splash screen. Reading is fun.
If it's an old enough IBM, there isn't a BIOS screen, and you have to boot from a
No.
floppy to get into the config.
No, it's not PS2.
I was going to say, this is running Win 2000. It should have a BIOS. Delete. Oh, I don't know what I did. Oh, maybe it's just trying to boot. The hell? No.
Yep, that's it.
No, that does that automatically.
Oh,
That's
That's
for
the
the
Intel,
LAN
network card.
boot.
No, okay, that did not do it. We're going to shut you
Now,
down.
now we're going to have to sit here for 5 weeks and wait for Windows
No,
2000.
I'm just going to power it off.
Oh, okay. Fair.
So delete didn't do it.
F2.
Boot it back up. Yeah, I'm going to try escape. And
F2 or F10.
F1, actually.
Oh,
It's okay. I got it in time this time. Oh, shitballs. Maybe I didn't. Why are you still on? Off. Off. Thank you.
Off 10 spot.
Yeah, it says F1 for config. F12 is boot from the network. Okay, let's see. Well, you play nice. Wow.
it will have to go through that boot agent thing before it goes to the
Oh,
BIOS,
okay.
I think, because it's part of the BIOS initialization. Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
There we go. Wow.
You're trying to set the boot order, so it'll
It's a
boot.
Yeah,
Pentium
yeah.
3. Wow.
There you go.
Hey, that's
Just
not
system.
nearly as nice as my 600 megahertz Celeron E machine.
You mean your e-waste box?
It's Tom's e-waste box now.
All right, so let's yeah, so we got a 10 gigabyte hard drive.
Feel the power.
I don't know if my 120 gig SSD is gonna be able to put all the data.
Oh, that is
That's-
interesting. It's a 1.44, not a 2.88.
Oh,
So they already abandoned 2.88 this time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
by
it's-
Pentium 3s.
All right, so let's go to what's product data? Oh, okay.
2.88 was already dead by the time the Pentium 2 was, or by the time the Pentium MMX was coming out.
But it was the future.
So was Floptical. And and zip and LS120.
I was going to say NLS 120. Yeah.
Diskette
I
drive 0.
can't, I can't boot from floppy.
Yes, you can.
You can. Diskette drive 0 right there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was reading like drive 0 as like the hard drive. Okay, I'll change that. There we go. And I'm gonna make.
Actually, no, flip those. Flip 2 and
Yeah,
3.
that's what I was thinking. There we go. All right, F10 maybe. Nope.
Enter.
Escape is exit.
There's a legend at the bottom of the screen that tells you what the keys do.
Yeah, I know. Escape is exit.
Now go back in. See if it saved it. Okay, you're good.
It did.
See, settings.
Yeah, there we go. I have pressed enter. I guess I gotta go to exit setup. I'm so used to like F10.
You did save settings, right?
Yep.
Great.
If not, I mean, I know how to get back into them, so. Okay. So I was doing that Intel thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, we have noise in the floppy drive. Yeah, it's booting from the floppy.
Well, there you go.
You'll get this. I just wanted to boot from them for fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is really thinking hard on that ghost, though.
It's a 734K
Hey, there we go.
file. It's not surprising.
Yeah, no.
You know what? You might actually be able to. Oh, yeah, you've got nowhere to image it to, though. Oh, that's interesting. Local disk, 2 disk, 2 image.
Yep.
You
So
could actually
disk to
use
disk
this
is
to do a
drive
disk
to drive.
You could actually put the other drive in and do a disk to disk copy using that.
Yep. Although with this old of a version, if the original drive is NTFS from 2000 or XP, it may not understand it.
That is true. It says copyright 98 to 2000, so it might.
Well,
Don't
we're
know.
gonna
Should.
we might try this tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see what would happen. That's all. Cool.
Yeah,
Stuff.
i386, or it is a registered copy because you can only make this floppy after you install and register from the CD.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm going to turn this off.
We use this a lot at the computer repair shop I used to work at many ages ago.
No, don't reboot.
Yeah, when I ran the restore discs from my e-machine for my video, I was surprised to find out it was just Norton Ghost restoring an image to whatever drive you have in the machine.
All right,
Yep.
so we're going to try this disc. Do we know what it does? No.
Goodbye, IBM. It was nice knowing you.
I hope you're not trying to boot from the disk that said threat detected.
No. No. That just went in the pile to go to gut bomb.
Great.
Okay.
Yay. I'll boot from it. I won't. It's not even going into a computer. It's going into the applesauce, and then the applesauce will image it on my Mac, and
This
then
is a
I'll
setup.
try them out.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's an NT installer disk.
Yeah,
That's
sorry,
what we
my
thought
camera
earlier.
decided to go all tits up, but yeah, it's a Windows NT installer. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna close.
That'll
it.
be
Shut this-
NT
3.5
4
or
probably.
Well, it's loading files.
It's gonna stop loading files soon.
Well, it'll prompt for
Well,
the
I
next
guess
disk.
it'll get to the point where it's ready to install, and then it'll prompt for the next disk, and you'll be like, oh, or it'll prompt you to insert the CD because this might be a CD installer.
No, it
That
could be.
if it's NT4, there's 3 floppy disks that it has to load the files
Oh.
off of before it can then switch over to the CD.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
I know this because it's how I managed to get Windows NT4 on the cursed dual Pentium motherboard I have.
Oh,
that
you
won't
just
boot off of
reminded me
CD.
that I have been wanting to try putting NT on the my blue and white G3, the PowerPC version of Windows NT.
Oh, good lord.
Because
thought
CD
about-
Behold, for I have news.
I thought
I don't
about.
know if you're going to be able to read that, but
That looks
We're
like
gonna
a
try
web
this.
loader.
LAN.
Oh, you got React OS to maybe.
well, it's being detected by Supergrowth, so fingers crossed.
Well, Stan, somebody last year came up with a way to do it, and I am looking forward to trying it.
Unable to load second stage loader. Thanks a lot.
That's a Steam Deck?
No, it's an Arcos A9 tablet PC.
Huh.
People see my printer. Oh,
Yeah, this is
MS
Weird.
DOS startup.
yeah.
menu?
Oh, yeah. It's the network boot disk
Yeah.
for DOS. That's right.
Yeah. I'm going to try F5 to bypass the startup files because that's what it says here on the bottom.
Well, bypass startup files means it just when it boots, it will skip config.sys and autoexec bat, but you still need to select one of the
Ta-da!
drivers
There we go.
by booting from. Yep.
But number 8, Ungerman Bass cards. That's
I've never
such a,
heard of those.
I know,
but
but
it's
that
a good
name,
name.
like,
Oh,
I'm going to create my cards called Bass.
there's fdisk, there's mem, Q edit. Oh, cool.
The Bass cards come painted with really good metallic paint, do you think? Like Bass boats.
Well, why don't you actually go? Did you escape out or did you pick one of them?
No, I didn't pick one. I just pressed F5 to skip them.
Oh, it's interesting to see what
That's not what
it does
F5
next.
skips.
Oh, hold on. I want to see something.
CopyCon, autoexec back. Oh yeah,
Q
QEdit.
edit. By the way, if anybody would like to pay, there's the phone number to call between 2 and 6 Eastern only.
Only.
Hold on, keep it there. I'm gonna see if it's still registered. If something still shows up on that number.
I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you again.
Bye.
Been
See
fun.
you, get bomb.
See you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that company doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't imagine. All right, blah, 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 blah. So files to edit, escape to board. Okay. So what did you
This-
want me to do?
We'll just QEdit the autoexec that bat. Let's see what it did.
Okay.
Or you just hit space.
How do I files to edit? Tell exec.
You probably could just paste it on the command line.
Oh, there we go.
Go to login, go to login, go to login. Okay. Scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Net bind, net start, net log on.
Yeah, this
Nothing.
is old landman start.
Yeah. So all the good
Probably
stuff
for a
is
diskless system.
yeah.
or
So all the
driveless
good
system.
stuff. Yeah, all the good stuff was sitting as a login batch script. on the
Mhm.
server.
All right, Stian. Have a good day. All right. How do I alt? Hey, look at me remembering my DOS commands. It's been a hot minute. Okay. Cool. It boots. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to do another stream about this computer. Ta-da! And we're going to clone the drive over because you're about to watch how painfully slow the spinny drive is. Take the disk out. Boot. Because it just grinds like crazy. I'm also kind of afraid that it's going to die.
Must sound like my NAS.
Oh no, a lot worse.
I don't know. You can hear my NAS across the house.
All right, Big Bad Biologist, have a great evening yourself.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, you're not hitting us, Ian. Okay, sorry. So, here we are at Windows 2000 Professional.
Professional.
I'm glad I get an energy drink.
This has taken a while.
It's gonna take a while.
I am still here, by the way.
Yeah, well, we can hear you.
I had to take care of some phone business.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know the
I'm
camera.
just barely awake at this point.
So I have two Synology disk units that sit on my desk at work, and they are, among other things, the repository for all our video and photography archives. And when our media guy is copying video files off our camera to the NAS, my desk vibrates because I have two pairs of 8 terabyte hard drives sitting there going. My whole desk is like shaking. It's quite dramatic. It's very loud.
Oh, this one's distorted. Oh, darn it. Oh, I just noticed that one.
Mark, how awake are you?
Yes.
Well, no, I got like 17 viewers, so I'm like, should we just continue and see if we can
do I
do
look
the...
awake? Can
You look the
see?
same as normal, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Mark, I can beat that. Like, look in my eyes.
Well, yeah. It's only like 9 o'clock here, so it's not too late.
Because like we got 15 watching, so maybe try to clone the drive over.
Mem test. Oh.
Yeah. Funny
Probably
that you
first
mentioned
time
that. I was
blind,
actually thinking that because I'm like,
How much RAM
Mem
has this
test the
machine got
floppy
in it?
disks.
them test the floppy disks.
Yeah.
Darn it. This
Oh,
one's
he's
back.
back.
I'm gonna have to
Hey,
reprint
welcome
it.
back.
Got thumbs back.
Back again.
So guess what we're gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Because at
We're
one
gonna
point
play
I had
pinball.
at one point I had the funny part is you come back and I lose like 2 viewers. I'm
Bye,
teasing,
guys.
I'm
Bye,
teasing.
dorks.
See ya.
But I was thinking because we actually have viewers, why not clone the drive over now instead of doing it tomorrow
Do
to an
it.
SSD?
No, you
Thank
started
God you
now,
didn't say.
and you complete it
Thank God
tomorrow.
you didn't say you were gonna run mem test
I am going to run memtest
on the stream.
on the stream, baby.
Well, I'll leave then, but I'll be around. Until then.
So, by the
That
way, the hard
definitely
drive
will
is
be.
still grinding. We haven't loaded like anything down here. And the hard drive is just grinding away. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. Turn it off. Put the poor thing out of its misery and start cloning it.
Please, Montresor, my platters, you see.
Hey, you can clone it while you mem test it. You could, right? Because you're using that external cloner thingy, right?
No, I don't know. Oh no, I can't use my external cloner because it's only for SATA, and this
Oh,
is
that's
an
pretty
ID.
lame.
I'm betting this is an ID drive and a P3.
I'm sure it
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
So yeah,
Maybe it's
unfortunately, I
SCSI,
can't.
and then that would be really funny.
Huh?
It's not. I'm just kidding.
It'll fail the mem test. Thanks, Stan. It was nice seeing. It was nice knowing
Ian
you.
said he would fail the mem test.
Oh, I'll fail that mem test. Oh, okay, sorry. Here, I was getting all mad at him. Yeah, so the drive is still going. Like, things are still loading. This is why I want to put an SSD in it. Wow.
This is why you should have like a device that can do IDE drives like initiator mode on the Blue SCSI. So you could just like hook it directly up to that, and then it'll make you just a nice disk image that you could use for all kinds of things. Instead
Yeah,
of
but
cloning
IDE
it to
and
another
SCSI are
drive, just clones
very
it
different.
to a file. Yes, understand. But like you could do it with you could make a device like that with a Raspberry Pi or something like that. That would
True.
just read an IDE disk to a file, like using DD or whatever, and then you've got just an image of it.
Well, Acard
Okay.
does make IDE to SCSI adapters, like the SATA to IDE adapters.
I wonder
They're
if
just
that would
ridiculously
work with the Blue
expensive.
SCSI.
All right,
I
so
don't see why it wouldn't.
I'm going to shut it down and put it out
Mhm.
of its misery, as I was told to do.
Oh,
I do have the Ghost 6.5 disc still out, so
Hold
play
that
that.
thought. Where are
So
they?
you're adding another drive to the machine to clone it to?
yeah, because I have this adapter. You were here at the beginning of the stream.
I
So
wasn't.
I have this.
He was
So I
not.
have. Let me move it over here, because So I have this IDE to SATA.
I have one of those in my Xbox, so I can have like a 2 terabyte drive in my Xbox.
And we're still waiting, by the way, for Windows to shut down. So I was thinking putting that in. If the cable has a secondary. I have not looked inside this case, so yeah.
Mark, are you okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I was just climbing over a box. It's fine.
All right. So here's the inside of it.
Oh Lord,
like it.
slot P3.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's on a slot kit too, isn't it? So it's no, it's
No,
It's an
slot
actual,
one.
honest to God, slot one.
interesting.
These are wide SCSI. Damn it.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, like, oh, hey, they're cheap now, but those are the ultra
Yeah.
LVD SCSI ones. Ugh, that's going to need an adapter to go from that to wide.
All right, so there's the hard drive there, just below the floppy.
What I would do, Trina, if I were you, is I would unplug the data cable and power cable from the CD-ROM drive and plug your drive that you want to clone to off of on that cable.
That totally works. That sounds like a great idea. I can do that. Because this mess right here is not what I'm looking
I would
forward
not even bother with that yet.
Okay, cool. All right. Wow, this is crap to work on. There's like no room. That's the problem.
You were meant to take it to an authorized IBM technician.
Who swore and cursed at it as well?
No, who just swapped it out for a completely different machine.
Yeah.
If I get
The
the
IBM
There we go.
technician who sends it back to IBM headquarters to be completely rebuilt.
Why does my model number have FRU next to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Ta-da! We got the cables out. I've never seen a blue this. That's like a baby blue.
That's IBM.
Successful man.
Okay. This is fun. There we go. And we got power. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing.
No.
Get glasses.
That's all I'm gonna say to you. I'm right there. Right there.
Number
right, let
one.
me-
I'm number one. Awesome.
You're number
thank you.
1. I know, right? So I need a hard drive or a SSD. And hang tight because I can take off my headset.
Oh, I'm really wondering if that would work.
I am also wondering whether that would work.
The A
It
card
depends how-
to
Am I
Sorry.
seeing a Macintosh SE logic board just sitting on top of a Warcraft box just on the desk?
you are seeing a Macintosh SE logic board sitting on top of a Warcraft 3 box.
All right.
What's the deal with that, Trina?
What's that?
Why is your Macintosh SE logic board just like hanging out on top of the Warcraft 3 box over there? It's not an
Because
anti-static bag or anything.
Nope, I haven't put it back in the case. That's the problem. As you can see.
How big is that SSD?
120.
Oh, perfect.
It's
That's-
as small
That's
as I
more
have.
reasonable.
Yeah, it's as small as I have. So
That's inside
That's what he
the
said.
size limit for everything down to IDE, so it should be all right.
Yeah, it's for like 24-bit controllers.
all right. I am scared. So I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard because we have connector
Cardboard squints?
modules that I'm kind of scared. Like
Safety
touch something
squints.
metal.
Yeah, cardboard squints.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's carbonated design. That's what it is.
So we have Ghost 6.5.
What did it used to say on there? ABC's what?
ABC's.
It looks like it says Mormons, but I don't think that's what it actually says.
I don't know. I can't make it out.
Something 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, i386. If you're running Service Pack 2, I think it is, or newer, you're okay.
Yes, Technobabble, nice SSD. Hope that it works in this. I hope so too. Hormones? Hi, all things DG.
Hormones.
Hormones?
ABC's Hormones 8.
And welcome to the stream, all things DG. Love it. That's a great way to introduce yourself. Okay, boot her up. Oh, do you know what'd be handy? Power cable plugged in. Do you know how many times I do that? Unplug a... Oh, and it just turns on automatically. It's gorgeous. Oh, and it turned off.
It's turning itself off?
No, well, it kind of auto turned on and then turned
Oh,
off,
okay.
and there we go.
Yeah,
Config
it's just the power
change has
supply warming
occurred.
up.
No, the last time though I plugged in and it just stayed on. So it's coming up with a config change thing, which obviously, because that's no longer a floppy drive or a CD-ROM.
That was probably why it was confused.
Oh, it
Beep, beep.
double beeped.
Yeah, once you go into setup, because, oh my God, there's a configuration change.
Yeah, you're good.
All the IBM error codes.
Okay, start options, start sequence.
Consult your
Desktop drive
IBM
0.
System Administrator's Manual for the error codes for the following
All right,
problems.
so we're fine.
You're
We don't
good.
have anything else to boot off of. Hard disk 1.
You probably yeah, I was going to say you should probably just leave that as disabled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm going to save the settings just for shits and giggles. Cool. I pressed enter. Give it a sec. There we go. Exit setup.
Did you-
Yes. Sorry?
Did you disconnect the power when you changed the disk drive over?
Yeah, because I had to connect power to that as well.
No, I mean like to the computer.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why
Uh,
she couldn't turn it on the first time because the power cable wasn't plugged in.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. That's why it threw an error. It's because the CMOS battery's dead.
Ah,
If you unplug it, plug it back in, and it throws a load of errors and throws a 162, it means the CMOS battery's dead. ThinkPads do that as well.
It did remember the settings, though, of the boot order, with diskette drive 0 being set as
Okay. Yeah, actually, it didn't throw 163, which is a date error, which is usually it throws 162, 163 if it's got bad battery.
Yeah, I think it was just like configuration doesn't match because it's now
like,
a hard drive.
I'm
instead of a CD-ROM.
confused.
by the way, we are now booting and starting Win98. Okay, so Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, all things DG, I have Hormones 3.1 myself. Love it.
I upgraded to Hormones 98.
Hormones 98.
Is that why your hair fell out?
Indeed.
And I'm still at OS2.
I have Linux Mint hormones. They just keep working.
Until you need to recompile the kernel because your sound card doesn't work anymore.
All right, so I'm going to assume local.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Local disk to disk.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Yep.
Hit OK.
Disk on
Hit
disk
enter.
2. Okay, I'm going to, I can't click. Okay, is it?
Hit enter.
Just hit the enter key.
Oh,
Enter key.
oh, hang on, I'm waiting for the stupid thing to get out of the way. Primary. So just okay on that?
Yep.
Yep.
It's just confirming that it's going to resize when it clones it over
Because
it's going to fill
there we
the
go.
size of the new disk.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed
Hit
with clone.
The left arrow key on the keyboard
Yep. No,
and enter.
It's been a
You
while
can
since
tell
I've used Osprey.
Stinkerton's done this a lot.
I just want to yeah.
Now this is content.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gut Bomb, literally every computer that was brought in, we did this. We always made a backup of the customer's drive to make sure that if anything we were doing happened to cause a problem, we had a 100% clone of it to revert back to, so we didn't lose our data.
You did it a bunch. Did you ever need to restore any of them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There were some times where we had to restore because Windows 95 and Windows 98 especially, oh God, what was... trying to remember what it was. It was the WinSock error. I can't remember what caused it, but WinSock would basically just die, and you can never get online with either a modem or a network card. And the only fix was to copy it over from a working install. But sometimes that would cause Windows 98 to blue screen on a VXD error on boot, and it would never come up again.
Okay, Stinkerton, you know that swearing is fine on this stream, but you've crossed a line by saying WinSock. You bastard. I thought I'd forgotten about that.
The only worst thing you could have mentioned is a Windows XP print spooler. That was the one that always made my hair fall out. I think I've said it before on stream, but at one point when all our office PCs were on XP, everybody just had a batch file on their desktop that said "fix printer."
Nice.
Because the XP print spooler in Service Pack 2 and above used to crash quite regularly with HP printers.
Yep.
And when it crashed, all the printers disappeared. You couldn't print a damn thing. And the only way you could get it to come back up without rebooting the computer was restart the print spooler. So I just had a batch file that restarted the print spooler that just did net restart spooler and just restarted the print spooler and it fixed it. And it was literally just on everybody's desktop. It said fix printer.
A Gut Bomb?
Yes.
Trumpet WinSock.
That's worse.
Oh God.
Well, we're gonna have to ban Steam then, because he's the one that mentioned it in the chat.
Uh, if I could highlight that comment, I would.
Oh, hold on, I can.
And I can unhighlight it.
So in case anybody hasn't noticed, Gut Bomb's the not admin, but like my co-host. So
Yep, and I can remove her.
asshole.
Oh, this is the chaos I needed yesterday.
Sorry. Yesterday I because I was staying up because a friend of mine was in surgery, and so I waited until they got home and confirmed, and then I couldn't get to sleep until like after midnight, and then my cat decided like at 5:30, I'm just gonna randomly go in the window and start meowing at nothing.
As cats do.
And then she settled down after a little bit, and then I went back to sleep, but I was awake at 7 o'clock and I couldn't get back to sleep. And so I napped a lot yesterday and didn't do jack all.
Trina, I'm going to make myself big for a second.
Yeah, fill your boots.
There's printer chat in the chat, and I just want to say they're all bad except for this one.
Now, the Canon Bubble Jet or the BJC 200, which was what the Style Rider Pro was designed off of, that was a good printer because that was ink tanks and it was a replaceable print head. They weren't integrated into one cartridge.
Yeah. Some of Canon's early inkjets were actually pretty decent.
Hi, Bacchus.
Hey, Bacchus.
Otherwise, the 83, 86, I agree with you 100%.
Oh yeah, here I am waving at Bacchus and he can't see me. Hi, Bacchus.
Socket, if Socket Wench can hear me, your camera's gone weird. It's like,
That's because I have my phone pointed at the microscope because that's
oh, I
the switch
see.
wire. Can you
Ah.
switch wire over this microphone? That was a problem with my last one.
Your
Sound fine?
microphone is fine.
Interesting. I kind of figured this one has a lower noise floor than the last one.
Stian, you can get new ribbons at.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Stian, you can get new ribbons at Mac Effects.
Yes.
You do need to supply a cartridge for the ribbon to go into, but you can get the ribbon there.
So I'll just bring Bacchus and anybody else who's just joined up to date. I went through a gazillion floppies, the 3.5 inch. I still have 5 1/4 to go through, which do I have a second bay? Shit, if I got a second bay. Anyway.
You just pop the CD-ROM drive out, but you're going to need
but I
a
might
different
have
floppy cable because the 5 1/4 inch drives use
of course.
the card edge.
Yep.
But I sent you that drive, and I think I sent you a cable along with it so you could use that.
Yep. So I might do that tomorrow morning. I might test those tomorrow morning. Well, I keep saying I'm going to do everything tomorrow morning, and here we are ghosting it. And then I'm going to send all the lovely floppies off to Gutbomb to archive.
The 5 1/4 too, right?
You want to can you do the 5 1/4?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I might just send them off and not test them. Just go here, take away. I can actually go get them in a sec. And then after we did that, we found that I had a copy of it's Semantic Ghost. I nearly said Norton. 6.5 that's bootable on a floppy. And now I'm cloning the spinning hard drive, which is stupidly slow and grinds a lot, onto this SSD. It probably won't increase the speed, but at least it won't grind as much. And
What's your progress at?
My progress, we're almost at 50%, give or take. So that's what has happened so far on the stream.
I'm still fighting with Reactor since I can't install it off USB since it doesn't boot off USB. This tablet, of course, doesn't have a CD drive, and I'm not going to buy a CD drive just for this thing.
Oh,
Here's a
Right.
question for all of the Scandinavians in the chat. Hurmordu.
No good.
Lily, do you know if it supports booting off of network?
What?
Do you know if that machine that you're working on boots off of network?
It's a tablet PC from 2009. What do you think?
If it had an Ethernet port, probably not.
I mean, if I had a port extender, then it would have a native Ethernet port, but it probably doesn't even have any PXE capability for that in the BIOS.
Stop moving.
Yeah, the chances of that are slim to none. I was gonna say if it did support network booting, it's like, well, just build a Pixie boot server and install it over Pixie.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea since I'm not even sure if React.js likes to boot over network.
Okay, Stephen, thanks for the help. This is just an IBM system. I bought it off a customer of mine actually, and because I was looking for a P3 machine, and he's like, "Do you want this one? I'll just give it to you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And it's been sitting under my desk as a footrest, and it's probably going to go back under my desk as a footrest. But at least it'll have
I
a-
laugh, but I used to I used a Mac Pro as a footrest for about 2 years.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but. And now I'm wondering what everybody's saying about us. The rest of us in the chat. With the Swedish going on.
Oh, I just assume it's nothing good.
Yeah.
I live in the dumpster fire of the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
I just expect like tomatoes and insults.
It's an insult.
I'm really rusty, but I think he's asked Gutbomb, does he like
You're
traffic
not
lights?
getting any tomatoes. They're too expensive to import.
No, that's eggs. And by the way, guess what has outdone fentanyl across the Canadian-U.S. border
Oh, God.
for smuggling?
It went north.
Eggs. Which is kind of funny.
Are you? Oh.
No, they actually had a fentanyl bust going north.
There's more going north than going south by far.
Oh, yeah, by far. It's just people who are in power like to lie a lot.
The cognitive dissonance is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It's fake news. It's all fake news.
I'm not sure if you're hearing all those lovely Windows XP sounds as I fiddle with stuff.
Oh, I keep hearing them, and it's funny. Because I keep looking at my computer going, what is it doing? And then I'm like, hey, I'm not even in OS.
And I'm like, why am I unplugging and plugging things in and then realize I'm reusing Windows 7 and it doesn't make that noise?
So the butter crisis in the Norwegian butter crisis was a real thing?
Uh-huh.
How long ago was that?
I forget. I remember it not being as long ago as I thought it was.
I'm really tempted by this.
By what?
To smuggle butter?
Yes, that. No, I'm really tempted to get one of the AEC 7722 IDE to 68 pin SCSI adapters, then get a 68 to 50 pin adapter, hook it up to a blue SCSI, and see if it will work in initiator / image mode and image and IDE drive off.
I mean, I could test that. I've got 2 of them. I just don't know when I'll get round to it. Yes, Deanne, they are fairly unholy, but you know, they work. I once used one of the original. I've got a 50 pin one somewhere.
Because they won't let me post it.
I've got a 50 pin A card adapter somewhere.
Are you trying to post a link?
I am, and they don't want me to. They don't like me.
Probably because you're not in a min. So let me go to YouTube for a sec.
You're not the big cheese.
And sorry, because no offense, but CDI and Stinkerton in my mind sound the same. Which one's asking for this?
I wouldn't say no.
I can give you both. Both of you, post something in the chat so I can make you amends when I get logged in here in YouTube.
How's that?
Hang on, I'm not.
Me
poor laptop's kind of having fun. Can you let whoever popped in? Gutbum?
It's Stinkerton's back.
Yep. I had to the StreamYard.
All right, let me go live. Sorry, this takes like 8 different clicks, which is annoying. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, you stupid thing, go. Go.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. By the way, we're almost done doing the clone.
It's the Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. And then I'll do a reboot and see what it looks like. All right.
Yeah, I tried to post that link as well. Got nowhere.
Yep. Just hit yes.
Add as moderator.
So if anyone's wondering, I'm trying to copy.
CDI, you are now a moderator.
Ooh.
And sorry.
Well, that's one of them I pulled up.
Trying out copying the reactor setup files to a partition on the SSD of the tablet to then use supergroup disk to boot into a partition, hopefully, and then use the installer from the internal hard drive to install to another partition on the hard drive.
Okay, so what do I do at this point?
Just hit yes. It's a log file that is trying to copy over, which it's probably a sparse log where the log is meant to be, or it's reporting as one size, but it's really smaller.
Okay.
You can see where it says current file at the very bottom on the folder looking panel on the screen. That's the current file that it's copying.
Dr. Watson?
Yeah, Dr. Watson still exists even in 2000 and XP.
Okay. By the way, Lily, Bacchus said that sounds painful.
I mean, I'm kind of used to it from trying to get stubborn Linux distributions to run, so I don't know. I mean, just yesterday, for shits and giggles, I installed Devuan onto a shroot, is that how you say it? And a container on my phone. And it works. And I did that on the go to pass the time. Just for reference, that's the sort of crazy we're working with here.
What time is it, by the way? Oh, it's 5:41. No wonder I'm starting to get hungry. Oh, by the way, happy National Eat Something on a Stick Day.
Eh,
So
It's Eat Something on a Stick Day, and in fact, I bought popsicles so I could eat one on the stream because they're on a stick, and I totally forgot until now. Because I'm like, I'm hungry.
yeah, it's kind of better. I don't trust your viewers to be adults about it.
I had ice. Yeah, that's what I got. All things DG is vanilla ice cream with milk chocolate over it.
Ice cream.
Right.
You scream.
But I also
Uncontrollable.
picked up a pizza, frozen pizza, so I'm gonna have that for supper.
was that on a
And
stick?
you're going to, yeah.
Frozen
No,
pizza on a
that's
stick.
Chocolate dipped frozen pizza on a stick.
Say
Oh,
yes straight up
ew.
to the ignore.
Let's make pizza fresh tonight. You need to get the dough
Say
started
what?
soon.
You can just say yes. Actual
Wow.
file size is less than reported size. Ignore.
Oh, yeah, you're way behind.
Am I? Oh, I'm looking at YouTube. What the hell? It's because I was chatting there and I didn't want to speak Swedish as you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Update. Turns out that it's not down to the USB boot. It just doesn't boot at all. Like I actually managed to have Freeloader start and boot into the setup and black screen.
Hit F1, Trina. Hit F1.
I am hitting F1. It's just sitting at a cursor.
I haven't even got a cursor, so you're further ahead there.
Meanwhile, I'm going through my third pass at trying to activate Windows 7.
You can't. You have to install Legacy Update, and then you can activate it online again.
No, you can do it, but you have to use the automated telephone service, which now sends you a text message to take you to
Oh,
the website.
for some reason it wants to reboot into. It wants to boot into the floppy.
Eject
Yeah,
the
because the
floppy.
floppy's still in there and your boot order
Yeah, no,
says
I
boot
realize
floppy
that, but
first.
I got to get into the BIOS.
And Mark, that's why you need a corporate key, volume key, that requires no activation.
Yeah, if
You
I
could
had
also-
one, I'd use it.
You could also just pop the floppy out.
Yeah. Eject the floppy.
And hello, Matthew. Welcome. Come on, you stupid thing. Fucking.
Oh, we've reached that stage in the stream now. The Trina starts effing and blinding part.
It's gonna boot from the floppy again. I don't understand this. It will not let me into the goddamn BIOS.
Just hold the power button in.
Yeah.
Make
Kill
it
it.
power off.
Eject the
I'm also
floppy.
I'm also gonna eject the floppy as well.
Hey, it's finally giving me a code.
All right. Let's reboot.
So since I've
There we
determined
go.
that
That should be good because
very
now it's only coming up with the F12 for the network.
Since I've determined that very likely the tablet isn't going to boot reactor as full stop, I might as well put that away.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Kick
Come
over.
on, Schwartz. Come
Buy me a
on,
drink
Schwartz.
first.
There we go.
All right. Now, if it were me, I would change the second startup device to be hard disk 1.
Yes.
That's what I was going to do, yeah. That was the plan, Stan.
Yes.
And unplug the hard disk Z. Nope, leave it in. Never mind.
Yeah, doesn't matter at this point. Frig off, would you? Thank you.
I
Save
have
settings.
now successfully
Rude.
activated Windows 7. Finally.
Nice. All right,
It's only
ready?
taken me an
Mhm.
hour and 46 minutes.
Let's exit setup. Yes, I saved it, by the way. We no longer have a floppy in the computer.
I gotta go make dinner in a few minutes. We're having grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh.
That sounds delicious.
Oh.
That's supposed to be a Thursday
Hang
night dinner.
Hang on, are you putting the grilled cheese in the tomatoes?
You're free to dip the grilled cheese in the tomato soup if you would like.
So
Are you
it
putting
is-
Parmesan cheese on, or are you putting a layer of Parmesan cheese down on the griddle before you put the bread and everything on it so it has a cheese crust?
No.
It's a clever
Aw.
trick.
No. No,
Oh.
you coat it with Kewpie mayonnaise. That's what you put on the griddle.
So it blue screened.
Boot from the first drive then and check out the second drive and make sure that it actually wrote what needed to be written to it.
I'm going to have to start dinner myself soon. I have to make pizza tonight with mushroom, spinach, and fresh snow for the crust.
Oh, is this?
Oh yeah,
It's,
because
it's looking for
the-
drive 0.
yeah. So
Uh,
you'll need to mess with your IDE cables and stuff and plug the new drive into
where the old
the
drive was.
primary.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I told it to boot from disk 1.
Yeah, it's the computer is trying to do that, but the disk itself is like, hey, I'm supposed to be disk 0. So
All right.
that's what it needs.
All right, let's do that, shall we? Although I am getting hungry. I might play with this offline. Because now everybody's talking about food. Y'all are getting me hungry.
Well, it's nearly 6 o'clock where you
Yeah,
are.
I
So
know. Yeah.
Trina, if you'd like to include what I'm streaming.
Do you want to make her big gut bomb while I'm doing this?
I accidentally set it to German instead of just setting the layout to German. So you're going to
I
have
forgot
to
all
bear
about
with me
React
there.
OS.
so a lot of
And they've had their next major release recently. .15 or something.
I wonder if that would work decently on the cursed dual socket 7 board.
If it even boots, like you've seen with the tablet, it tends to be stubborn.
That board,
Not
I can get
sure.
DOS to work, and I can get Windows NT 4. Nothing else will work on it.
Have a great rest of your stream. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.
I got bomb.
Boy.
Hey, Daw.
The thing is, React.js is more of a Windows XP clone, so it might work, it might not work.
Hmm.
Poop. Poopity poop. See, this
Rocket
time it
Winter's doing a
stayed.
lot of sanding.
This time it stayed on. There we go. All right, I'm gonna make myself big, wherever the hell I am. If I can. Oh. Gotcha. All right, so how can I do that? I can't seem to. All right, Lily, I'm just going to remove it for just a quick sec. And then we'll come back to it. All right, let's make me big. So we're back into the BIOS. The drive is now connected as the primary drive 0.
So start option should have automatically defaulted back to drive 0. Yep. Or no, it went disabled.
No.
Ooh.
Hard disk 0.
That's mean.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Escape. Let's save settings. Enter. Anytime. There we go. So I saved the settings again. Let's see what happens. And my camera is having a freak attack. Okay, we'll get starting Windows. Let's see what happens.
It looks faster. I spoke too soon.
I don't imagine much of a speed boost. The main thing is that the drive won't be spinning, so hopefully I can get to the desktop faster.
On a Pentium 3, it will be moderately quicker. I've used SSDs on P3 laptops, and they're a little bit faster, but Windows 2000 just takes an eternity to boot regardless.
Because it starts all the drivers up front.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's not bad.
Yeah, that is going very quick.
Add memory if you can.
Yeah, there is a free slot.
2000 really does well if you can get to 512. 512 and above.
Okay. Count like XP then. 512 was a nice spot for XP.
I mean, they're ultimately very similar kernels, so yeah.
Yeah.
So it did boot off of the SSD. That's good.
It did.
I forgot. 2000 was not like XP where you can move drives around and still be able to boot. It was hard coded for drive 0, drive 1.
But look at this.
It was controller then drive number. So it was like controller 0, drive 0, controller 0, drive 1. Ugh.
All right, I'm not going to reboot because whatever. But down here, remember how long that took to load? We're loaded.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. We're at the desktop.
That's encouraged me now to go away and put an SSD in my Pentium 3 box.
At the seek times, eliminating seek times alone makes it snappier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that 10 gig IBM hard drive that's in that IBM will be very slow.
I might.
Because it's a consumer grade drive, and it's the IBM's drives at that era weren't great anyway.
All right, let's give this poor Pentium 3 a bit of a rest, though. We're going to shut it down.
Shut her down.
Shut her down.
Yep, Bacchus, you're right. I just forgot about that because it's been so long and I'm old. Leave me alone. Get off my lawn.
All right,
you
let's
kid.
go to settings. You guys don't need to watch that thing shut down. Let's change over to me because it's my stream. Hi.
You're not allowed to show yourself on your stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Overridden.
Overridden. That's it. Done. Okay. Yay. I'm going to take this apart tomorrow, probably. And put it all back together. Like take the drives out and all that. I got to figure out how to take the drives out.
By the way, I've got React.js working again.
Yay.
Installing all the stuff. I've got actually drivers working without any blue screens, so that's
Progress.
always a plus.
So the one disk I do want back from Gutbomb, if Gutbomb's still listening, is my Ghost disk because it works. It did an amazing job. But on that note, I think I'm going to take off for the night.
Yeah.
3 hours and no mem test. I don't know.
Sorry. I mean, I can.
I mean, I could mem test this VM if it pleases you.
Boy, this mem test is fast.
Right? Boom. All right. I'm going to make everybody the same size. I'm going to remove this. Boom. Maybe. But we have not. But we had a blue screen. Yeah, the blue screen was because it was not drive 0. Once we fixed that issue, the blue screen went away. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks Socket Wench, Lily, Mark, Stinkerton, CDI, Gutbone. And yeah, have
Happy
a
to
great
help.
weekend as well, Vivi. Yeah, it's been fun. So
Bye, all you lovely people.
yeah, have a good one. Don't forget to go to trinastech.com. You can find all my online presence, including my coffee account. If you can make a donation, it'd be greatly appreciated. And on that note, we will see you at the next one. Bye.
Yay.